Hey y'all, it's me April. Welcome back to Behind the Apron. Today I'm going to make a Grateful Dead cake because it's my favorite band and my birthday's coming up. And I kind of do what I want anyway, so why not? Just to show you, this is how much I love them. I'll wear a Grateful Dead pin on my hat. Anyway, we're going to get started. So when I think about Grateful Dead, I think about a lot of things in addition to music, but tie-dye is one of them. So we're gonna start with a marble cake, which is basically tie-dye. And I'm gonna show you how to decorate from beginning to finish. So I'm gonna put it on the cake board. I'm gonna put some icing on it. I like to use the big spatula because you can get more on it at one time, but I like to use my little spatula to work because you have more control over it. So I'm just moving back and forth to the center. Do not ever lift up on the spatula when you're first starting out because sometimes it can pick up crumbs with it. But I'm going to bring the icing all the way out to the edges, and then I'm going to look and see. It looks pretty even, so I'm going to put my second layer bottom side up because you want a flat top on your cake. Again, I'm going to use my big spatula to put my buttercream on and do the same. Work your way out. Now I know it looks like I have a lot of icing because it is a lot of icing, but the thing is you can always take it away. But if you don't put enough, you may get crumbs in your icing, and that stinks. You don't want to deal with that. Ain't nobody got time for that. So I'm just going to work my way around with a back and forth motion. Are you finding what you need?
Yeah.
All right. And then continue to smooth it. If you need to add a little more, you always can. Alright, so what we have here is just buttercream on the cake. I'm going to use my little trick and spray some water on it. I would not recommend spraying water on homemade buttercream, as usually homemade buttercream, at least mine, has butter and cream in it, of course, and it's already pretty soft. But this pre-made icing from the grocery store, it can handle it. So you just smooth it out. So we've got the cake ready. What I'm gonna do now is add my tie-dye to it. I love tie-dye. It's cake decorator's best friend at home because if you get a stain on it, it blends right in. Nobody knows the difference. So I'm gonna start with blue. And this is a Hawaiian blue from Deco Pack. Oops. Okay. And I'm trying to do this like a t-shirt design, a t-shirt. And they're not perfect. They're pretty, you know, they're pretty wild. So we're gonna do first our blue right here, and then I'm gonna go down some. And add more blue for the next ring of it. Okay, that looks fine. Then what I'm going to do is, I've got some water. Got to wash out my airbrush. Next I'm going to do red. And I'm going to do red in between, in this white area in between. You want to hold the airbrush pretty close to the cake. If you hold it far back, you're just going to get a huge spray. And I want to see the definition of the stripes. So I made some stripes, and I'm going to kind of connect them together with the airbrush for the next ring. Bring some of the red down into the blue. Okay. Still looks pretty janky, I know, but you just wait. Now, the best part. The best part is when you add the yellow. The yellow makes all the other colors pop, especially with tie-dye. And you want to do the lightest colors last. So you go in here and add your yellow. Now it's starting to look psychedelic. See that? Okay. Fill in the little white spots. Now the yellow with the blue, of course, makes green. And when you add the yellow and the red, out pops your orange. That's why I like the yellow the best, because it makes all the others just pop. My dream job is to be an airbrush t-shirt lady in Gulf Shores when I retire. That's what I plan to do. So here you go. You've got your tie-dye base cake. Now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna add some fun mushrooms to the cake, around the sides of the cake. I'm going to use white buttercream with a number 10 tip. And you want to choke up on your bag pretty good because it's a detail part. And then I'm just going to make some stems. See that? Make some stems. Space them out. And of course, mushroom stems, they don't have to be perfect. They need to be kind of poofy looking. This is a groovy cake. Oh, I forgot. You can kind of see when you put the purple down in the blue, red in the blue, it makes your purple streaks. All right, so we've got our mushroom stems. Next, gonna do the mushroom caps. And I'm gonna do that in red, using the same tip. Actually, this is a number 9 tip, a big round tip. And I've got me some bright red icing. Gotta get the air out of my bag. All right, now for the mushroom caps. You want to hold the tip pretty close to the cake. There you go. See, and you're just kind of filling it in. Alright, so we've got our mushrooms added. And next, no mushrooms look cool without their speckles on them. Their spots. So I'm going to add the spots. And you always want to do odd numbers. That's an important cake decorating tip. Add these little spots so they can be happy. All right. Oops, I missed one. So far we have our tie-dye cake with mushrooms. And what I'm gonna do next wrong bag. Okay. Next, I'm going to add some grass for a bottom border. I'm using Kelly Green Buttercream, and I'm going to use the leaf tip, of course. So, got my green icing. And what you want to do is make sure the point is facing towards you, and you squirt and you pick up on it. Pick up. Make sure the point doesn't dig into the cake, because it'll remove the airbrush. This icing's kind of soft. It'll be okay. You gotta kind of play around with the angle so you can get the right angle. And you're just filling in the gaps between the mushrooms, basically, with these leaves of grass. All right, there we've got our grass. Can you see it? Okay. Now, on the top of the cake, I'm gonna go ahead and add my steely. Well, okay. The steely is a 13-point lightning bolt. It's basically a Grateful Dead logo. I'm gonna add it right to the middle. So the top of it's flat. And then you're gonna wanna go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's kind of wide, but it'll work. Then I'm gonna fill it in. We're gonna pull the points out a little more. I messed it up. Oh well, it'll be okay. Okay. It's a really fat Steely. Oh well, whatever. Next, I'm gonna add my border. I'm gonna use some color called Snapdragon and a number 22 tip. I'm just gonna go around and spin my wheel. All right. What I need to do is take my little spatula and I'm going to kind of smooth this. Smooth it a little bit. You can dip it in hot water if you want to smooth it. Then I'm going to take some purple icing and a number 3 tip, and I'm gonna put happy birthday on this cake. Now, I kind of want to do 70s looking font, so I'm going to use a bigger tip. I'm going to use number 7 instead. '70s looking font is usually heavier on the bottom, so that's why I'm starting from the bottom and going up. I don't mess with too many different fonts, but I should because it's fun. Almost ran out of room, but it worked. Alright, happy birthday. So, what we have is, it looks backwards too. Oh well. It says happy birthday. It has a steely. And you got your mushroomies. And your tie-dye. Well, thanks for watching my video. There'll be many more to come. Have a nice day.